In this particular question, we have two chambers, 1 and 2. What we have here, each chamber has a unique magnetic field. And we are shooting a positive particle with a velocity of 75 meters per second in the upward direction. And we are told it follows the dashed trajectory, the trajectory that is shown. Now, the first question is, what is the direction of the force on the particle just as it enters region 1? Okay, again there, we are going to use the right-hand rule. Okay, as we use the right-hand rule, it's a positive charge, so our thumb should be in the direction of the velocity. So this is our thumb. Now we notice that the trajectory of the charge, or the path that the charge follows, is towards the right, indicating that there is a force that acted on it along the right to affect the direction of its velocity. So that means we need to hold our hand such that our palm is pointing towards the right. To do that, our fingers should be pointing out of the page. This is the direction of our palm, or the force. So our fingers should point out of the page. Okay, by the way, I went ahead of myself here and I answered an extra question. The first question is, what is the direction of the magnetic field? So we know the direction of the magnetic force. We know that the direction of the magnetic force should be towards the right because the path of the particle is towards the right. The velocity is being turned towards the right. Okay, this is the question that's asking about the magnetic field. Then the magnetic field should be, as I just mentioned a minute ago, it should be out of the page, perpendicular to the page. Okay, the next question is, what is the direction of the magnetic field in region 2? Okay, it's the same idea, but then now we have to consider what happens to the velocity here. The velocity here is in this direction. Now, the force must be in this direction since the velocity is being affected in that particular direction. So using the right-hand rule, velocity towards the right, force, that's the way our palm should point, should be towards the top of the screen. So the magnetic field is into the page. Okay, now one question I might ask you, what would be the velocity of the particle as it exits here? This is an additional question that I'm adding here. Since the whole time the particle was moving in these chambers, it was subjected only to the magnetic field, only to a magnetic field. The magnetic field is capable of changing the direction of the velocity, but not changing the magnitude of the velocity. So the velocity at the end should be the same 75 meters per second.